to tonight. Just don't care. Playing games, girl. Bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and you know, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and the best, and I got it. I'm the really damaged.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Hayward, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action now. Walker.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Walker.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Walker's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Hayward. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Walker.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And they go play action. Here's Walker.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Fourth down, Walker. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Walker's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First down, Walker.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Walker steps away to his left.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Walker's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. To throw is Walker.
This complete to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Walker.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run on 1st down. Hayward, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, Hayward. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Here we go on 4th down, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They begin this drive with Chubb. Room here to run. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
72 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Forced out to his left. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hayward to about the 40-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now Walker. Eluding the pressure right. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Chubb will get the call running left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 32 yards. And the Browns will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. Walker now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, what a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Walker's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Walker. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Walker now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A 1st down throw for Walker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 2nd and goal, Walker. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's got some space here. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
182 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Browns are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Walker. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Walker. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Hayward, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They go up the middle with Chubb. Down to about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Watson's going to throw it here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
York able to send this one through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here's Walker.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Able to complete this to Chenault.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying to...
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
He's got them now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final score line, and that is the final act of this game. And how about
about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs.